Today we'll be playing this game. So this game is called, yeah, it's a country ball game. And yeah, I think it's like called, okay, the game is called Dictator's No Peace. That's what the game is called. So yes, we get to pick all of the countries in the world except for Tuvalu. You cannot pick Tuvalu, which is very sad because Tuvalu is the most important country in the world. How dare they include a country as weird as a tiny island? The problem is, playing as the landlocked countries, like Kyrgyzstan, they. We're going to pick as what could possibly be the hardest country to pick as in the game. 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 Well, we have several options here. Here. Yeah, so what is the least popular country on the list? Well, that would probably be the Bahamas. 155,000 people currently. We The problem is, they're not landlocked, so it's not really a big of a challenge as well. We also have North Macedonia, 2 million people. Nicaragua, 5 million people. Moldova, 2 million people. So anyone that's less than 2 million. Oh, we have Mongolia. Mongolia is the ultimate challenge. Mongolia is the ultimate challenge. And why is Mongolia the ultimate challenge? Well, we'll see here first place here. So yeah, you stop between, of course, China and Russia. That is a big problem because, you are not a... You're not really a big populated country. You're just a big country. So you're the dictator of Mongolia. Yep, I'm the dictator of Mongolia. And I think this is the highest it can get. So yeah, this is the highest it can get in the game. Can't zoom in out any further. So basically, you get all this stuff at the beginning of the game. The problem is you have China, which you ain't ever gonna beat until like way later. And then you have Russia, which is up here. As well, you can pay rebels to get them more power. But yeah, you need to get the maximum amount of soldiers in the game. Also, if you have the weakest countries nearer to me are Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan would be the first target here because it's the closest country and also the weakest country near to me. So I would need a half a style of plane and a half a style of the gun people. So I would need basically just... So I'm powered out of Kyrgyzstan's military. We also have Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and Afghanistan. The problem is expanding down here. You still have to go through Pakistan and Iran. You have to take down either one of them as well. And Pakistan and Iran are not too weak countries. Of course, you can go with the Caspian Sea and make an ugly snake empire. Yeah. So we have to find countries that are weak as well. So these are all the weaker countries in the world. Yeah. And other challenging countries, of course, could be Rwanda and Burundi. But again, African countries are not really too strong. Same thing with like Chad. We can invade Central African Republic, then South Sudan, then Uganda, then go to these countries down here, and then eventually we'll play the Republic of Congo. But we're playing as, of course, the hardest country probably in the game, probably in any grand strategy game in history, and that's Mongolia. So we can basically use the pirates and Air Force to invade Kyrgyzstan or Kazakhstan. One of the two choices. These two countries are the two choices. Navy is basically useless until we get access to the sea. I know in this game you can basically invade whoever you want navally. But you really do not. You really shouldn't. I know Mongolia actually does have a navy, but you shouldn't really invade a country that is not landlocked. It doesn't make any realistic sense. So the first country is Kyrgyzstan. So Kyrgyzstan is the weakest country here, and we'll probably would have, but the closest, but we'll still have to invade Kazakhstan, with Kazakhstan as a military strength of 17 and an air force strength of 42. So we have to get above Kazakhstan's army, which means we're gonna have to wait for a long time to invade Kazakhstan as well. So we're gonna have to, and Kyrgyzstan as well is half a style, but you also have the colonial army as well. Well, so that's another problem as well. So you have to just basically keep shooting down the planes until you basically get what you want. So as well. And also you get 5 coins per second as well, which is also pretty useful. And also the things get more and more expensive, so this is around 1 star. We need to get 35 out of 100, which is definitely much more easier than getting 100 out of 100, because that is near impossible to get 100 out of 100 unless you really, really want to wait super long. So Army were already at the 25 as well, and the Air Force need to have an equally good Air Force. And then you'll be able, and then of course you'll be able to dominate more down in this area: Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, and of course cross the Caspian Sea to Georgia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan. Which means once you take over Georgia, you will no longer be landlocked. Hooray! 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 And you'll think, but you can invade North Korea. Oh wait, North Korea isn't that weak. So, of course, you could go down here and invade Bhutan or Nepal. But if we're playing this game realistically, you wouldn't be able to invade these countries. If it was unrealistic, we would be able to say, oh, screw it, let's go above the Himalaya mountains and invade Bhutan and Nepal. But, yeah, you're going to have to get around to invade these two countries as well. So, the only choice currently is to invade. Of course, we can have the rebels help us if we get financial aid. The problem is, once you take over the country, they become enemy rebels, which will be a problem in the future. Same thing with Kyrgyzstan as well, and Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan, because rebels can become enemy rebels as well, and this would be a big problem in the future as well, because you're going to have to keep your armies as well defended as possible to make sure these countries do not revolt as well. So all I need to do is give money to these rebels, and now they have 20 strength, which means I'll be able to beat the colonial army as well. So all I have to do is upgrade the Air Force, which means I'm going to have to wait a quick while to get the Air Force ready as well. You're going to need Renaissance and all those other things as well. And this is going to take such a while that, yeah, this basically every second you get a new one. So, yeah, this is going to cost a lot of money in the game, a lot of coins as well. So I'm already at 50, and I'm going to need around 35 as well, since this is half a star: 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and you need 35 of the fighter planes as well. Oh, you're gonna have 20, you're gonna have like 30. Which means we could just keep clicking until we get the 106. But I got there was a big hole in the spot where Luxembourg is supposed to be. There was a big hole where Luxembourg is supposed to be. Also, Kronograd apparently doesn't exist either in this game. I knew Kronograd existing was just a conspiracy theory. Save it, Luxembourg. Okay, so once it's done with this one, it'll be at 30, which means the grind will be over for this game. Because once they get 35, that means we'll be able to invade. There we go, we got surveillance up to 30. Now we need to get reconnaissance up a bit as well. Whereas that is even more expensive because you're going to have to pay 10 coins for that. And this is going to be taking a while because you only get 5 coins per second. So that means you get 1 reconnaissance for 2 seconds. Which is a lot of money, a lot of coins. And every time you have to spend like 60, you only get 0.3. Which means, yes, this is going to take quite a while. Oh. Yo. So we're going to need 45. So the Air Force of Kazakhstan, where is it? We're going to need 42, not 45. We're going to need 43 and higher to take over Kazakhstan. So we're going to need that many to take over Kazakhstan. We need to have 32 or higher to take over the country. And that's going to be a problem because, again, it's going to take a while to even do anything. So we're going to have 33 Air Force because the rebels are going to help us with the 20 power as well. So we don't have to worry about all of that stuff. And now we're about to reach around 33. So we can finally invade Kazakhstan at this point. With the rebels' help, we should be able to defeat Russia and its friends. So well, with the help of the rebels, we should be able to win in the war. Using the help of the rebels, we should be able to win in this battle against Kazakhstan. So we have successfully taken over Kazakhstan as well, which means this is our first country we have taken over. We're going to need to upgrade this as well as the local Air Force because Kazakhstan is not a weak country as a whole. So we have taken over Kazakhstan, the nearest country to us. Now it's time to take over Kyrgyzstan and the weaker countries by us. So we can basically show that we're better than Kazakhstan. Not Kazakhstan. It's better than Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. So Kyrgyzstan should be a very easy country to take out. So Kyrgyzstan, we're going to need... Kyrgyzstan only has a 10 army and 10 Air Force. So Kyrgyzstan should be an easy country to take. So we should be able to take over Kyrgyzstan relatively easily as well. So Kyrgyzstan, you are gonna be mine. So let's get over by our non-existent navy. Mine gold. Thank you for the gold, Kyrgyzstan. So this isn't a good thing. So stats use as well. So South Korea's market. This is actually a very good thing if you get this. So let's go to South Korea. So basically, oh, it said China or South Korea. So what was South Korea's market then? Oh, I have to discover South Korea. So you get 80 statues. And now you have to find Germany. Yeah. Yeah, so Germany is right here. You're gonna have to wait for the little ball to get there. We're gonna buy some more. And there you go. We basically have the most money in the game. I think you only do this once. If you could do it more than once, it'll be infinite money glitz. Nope, you have to wait to the next one. Okie dokie, so we can finance the wars easier now. So which country is next? So Tajikistan should be a relatively should be the next easy option. Since Tajikistan is not a strong country, so we don't really have to worry about Navy until we do not be landlocked anymore. So next is Tajikistan. Not a very weak country. So now we control Tajikistan and we can get gold from Tajikistan. So we now have 9 coins per second in this game. And Afghanistan could be a next country to take over. But also, we can use the Caspian Sea to not become landlocked anymore. Of course, this is, I think, should be the point of the video. That even as a country as weak as Mongolia, you can easily. So the hardest country to get through is Azerbaijan, which has a very strong army, but doesn't have an air force at all. So we don't need to upgrade the air force at all. Or we need to get the army to 50 to even take down Azerbaijan. So, yeah, next country is Azerbaijan. We could take out these weaker countries like down here, like Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan. But, yeah, these are the weak countries that we're going to have to take out, basically, as well. Which means, do you need a navy to attack Georgia? Do you need a navy? Nope, Georgia's just a weak country. So, yep, Russia. Oh, we lost. We need to have a higher then. We either have to wait for a trade deal, good times, or to invade. Or we're gonna have to wait it out like the first time. Because a lot of these, they take a while to be done. So, like, armored cars, have to wait a while for this to even be. You're gonna have to wait such a long time. 9 coins per second, and you get air course. An armored car almost like every second. So we have to make sure we get enough of these. And we're going to have to increase the army to around 42. So this is just like Mongolia all over again. But it won't take, no, Kazakhstan all over again. But it won't really take that long compared to Kazakhstan as well. Because you have 4 more coins compared to Kazakhstan, which he had none, essentially. And yes, I could make it easier by just taking out these 3 weaker countries down here. But again, if you're really gonna have to take out the world, you're gonna have to take out the countries that are not landlocked, obviously, in this world. So you have upgrade the army to around 42. Actually, we need to get higher. So now we have upgraded to 43. Hopefully we win this time. Yeah, we won. 43. So that means we have full control over Azerbaijan. Level update. So we need to upgrade the army to 20. We need to upgrade it past 20. So we're going to need around 2,000 coins to keep these countries, basically. We need around 2,000 more coins to take them out. Yeah, so like these would theoretically be even. Which means it's to focus the whole thing on Azerbaijan. There you go, we got up to 40. Now it's time we take out Georgia. I don't think I need that big of an army to take out Georgia. Yeah, I don't. And we did it. We made Mongolia, through whatever coast borders we have, to be non-landlocked, which means, yes, we can take out any country we want now. Any country, if we want to take some poor country out, some poor country like, or some unpopulated areas first, you could take out, Benin and colonize and take, of course, take over Africa. But yeah, I think we're done. We have proven that Mongolia can be revived. Goodbye.